We often worry about future of Islamic banking. Let me discuss today the future of Islamic banks. When we work in the financial market, we hear it very loud and clear from the conventional banks that if this is Islamic banking, we can do it better. And they are proving it. So the question is, do we now need the banks which can be labeled as Islamic banks or that should be labeled as Islamic banks? Well, let me say that Islamic banks have done a very marvelous job. They have shown that how banking products can be provided within the existing interest-based financial system, and that any bank can provide them. It does not have to be an Islamic bank. Any institution that can fulfill, any institution, if it wishes, can fulfill the requirements of Islamic banking products and can offer them. Now, this is a very marvelous job, and Islamic banks do need due credit for that. But now the question is, should we look forward that Islamic banks, in the name of Islamic, should dominate the financial market? Why? Conventional banks, if they can do the same job in a better way, they have a bigger market, they have economies of scale, they have experience of several hundred of years in banking. If they can do the job, why not? The only distinction that Islamic banks have in their products is that they have the stamp of Sharia scholars authenticating the Islamicity of their products. Now, the same Sharia scholars authenticate the Islamic banking products of conventional banks also, as long as they fulfill the same requirement that Islamic banks do, or whatever the Sharia requires. Islamic scholars, Sharia scholars, have no compulsion not to stamp the products of conventional banks if their products fulfill the Sharia requirements in form. So what is the likely future scenario for Islamic banks? The future scenario is that if conventional banks are serious in providing and meeting the Islamic banking product needs of the Muslim communities, then they can marginalize the Islamic banks. Islamic banks may exist, but only on the periphery because of the wish of the Islamic bankers, but not for the sake of meeting the demand of the Islamic Muslim population for Islamic banking products. This is quite obvious. Just visualize the market where conventional banks have available to them the entire financial market of Muslim countries, and they have equally comparative advantage in providing Islamic banking products. Then why Islamic banks would be able to dominate in the market when they restrict themselves willingly to work only on a very small portion of that financial market, which is available to the conventional banks also? Should we look forward that Islamic banks dominate the Islamic financial market? This is the question, and let us think what is the reason why we would want them. I will be back to discuss this the future of Islamic banking, but let us take time just to think, do we need Islamic banks? And if we need Islamic banks, then for what? In the next presentation, I will then raise the issue that what is the future of Islamic banks and what will be the role of Islamic banks in the future of Islamic banking.